I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could
What?
see me.
The end of Jungkook and his mother. Welcome BTS fans. Today BTS has succeeded in presenting heart-shaking works and one of the latest moments that shook the hearts of AR boys around the world. Even all the armies shed tears. Is this the end of Jungkook and his mother? Before we continue, please like, share and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the latest info from us. Thank you, and let's listen carefully.
Shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all
Behind the blinding spotlight, amidst the hustle and bustle of the world that adores him, a young man named Jungkook stands as a symbol of dreams and success. But behind all that, behind the grand stage, the cheers of the audience and the flashing lights every second, there is someone who is never seen by the camera, never mentioned in the headlines, but who is the foundation of everything, his mother. The woman who never asked for anything, but gave everything. The woman who did not create the stage, but instilled values that made her son able to stand on the stage without losing his soul. When she decided to speak for the first time, the world seemed to stop for a moment. The atmosphere in Busan that day was different. The sky was cloudy, and the rain fell slowly, as if feeling the burden that she had carried alone. She came not in an expensive dress or dazzling makeup, but with such honest simplicity. Her face aged not because of age, but because of the long prayers she said in the middle of the night when her son was thousands of miles away, when she alone stared at the screen of a cell phone that never rang, hoping for news from her son who never really stopped working for the world.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now.
With a voice that was almost trembling but still firm, she began to open her heart that had been closed for a long time. She did not come bringing glamorous stories, but bringing silent truths. She talked about fame that was not a gift but a test. About her son who used to be shy and preferred to dance alone in his room, who then had to leave home at the age of 13. How many nights she cried silently, not because she didn't believe in her son's dreams, but because she knew that true love was not about holding, but letting go with prayer. She never asked Jungkook to be perfect. She just wanted her son to stay true to himself. She always reminded him that popularity can fade, but dignity and humility are eternal.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot.
When the world was busy guessing who was in Jungkook's heart, the mother just smiled. She knew that true love did not need a stage or recognition. She knew that her son's heart was too sincere to be shown off. She saw for herself how since childhood Jungkook loved his pets as if they were part of his soul. How he cried silently when his friends were hurt. How every song he created was not for praise, but the cry of his heart that he could not express in words. When her son asked, "Mom, should I find someone who can put up with this life of mine?" she answered softly, "No, son. That person will come. Not because you're famous, but because they see who you really are." Love for her is not a big project to be shown off. Love is a place to come home to when the world no longer recognizes your face.
Just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you.
And in the end, with tears falling uncontrollably, she conveyed the most heartbreaking thing, that no matter how many people love Jungkook, no matter how high he flies, there will always be one place that never changes: home. She talked about the birthdays she spent without her son, about the simple letters she sent every year, which only contained the same sentence, "I love you, not because you're a superstar, but because you're the most sincere part of my life." She knew her son was reading. She knew her son was crying in secret. She knew because one night, Jungkook came home secretly without telling management, just to taste his mother's seaweed soup. That moment proved that the world can polish anyone's image, but it can't erase the values that have been deeply ingrained since childhood.
How you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you willing to go bleed?
The interview offered no sensation. There were no dramatic confessions. There were no forced tears. All there was were the words of a mother who had been silent, but kept the world in her heart. And when she finally spoke, the world listened, because every sentence was a lesson in love, sincerity, and humanity. She never taught her child to be a star. She taught her child to remain human, because the stage may disappear, but a whole heart will remain lit even in the darkness. Now, as Jungkook serves his mandatory military service, away from the spotlight and roar of the audience, his mother's words feel even more real. Maybe it's time for the world to stop seeing him as just an idol and start seeing him as someone who was raised by a love that never asked for anything in return. Because behind a man who is admired by millions, there is a mother who never shows up, but whose prayers shake the sky.
Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers.
And maybe, in this noisy world, their story is a reminder that love doesn't always speak loudly. Sometimes love is a meaningful silence, an unheard prayer, and a hand that stays open even though it's never been held. That home isn't a place, it's a feeling, and that Jungkook, before he was anything to the world, was everything to his mother.
I won't stop till I wear the crown.
How is Jungkook actually doing during his military service? This question continues to haunt the minds of loyal fans, leaving a longing that never subsides. Behind high fences and a world closed from the public spotlight, various speculations arise. Is he really okay? The rumors circulating about his condition in the military camp trigger concerns, especially in the heart of his mother. Maybe there was a secret meeting, away from the media spotlight, just to hug the child she could only see on the screen. Imagine a mother who has to hold back her longing amidst the roar of the world that never stops talking about her child.
Are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down.
But it's not just the mother who misses Jungkook. ARMY, true BTS fans, are also caught up in this long wait. They pin their hopes on every rumor, every leaked news about the Golden Maknae's return. Curiosity peaks. What will Jungkook be like when he returns? Will he appear with a surprising new side, or will he reveal a part of himself that has been hidden all this time? What is certain is that his return will be a big moment that should not be missed. Let's look forward to the latest news together and prepare to welcome Jungkook with love, only at Lumine K-pop, a place where ARMY's longing and hopes meet. That's our update today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the latest info from us. Thank you and see you in the next update. Da.